So, we're doing Autumn Leaves. This is a good song to learn as your first jazz song, especially if you're interested in doing like chord melody, accompanying yourself, playing solo guitar, playing without a piano player, just you, a bass player, and a drummer, or just you and a bass player. I'm going to show you some really good voicings for playing this song. We're going to do an easy version, we're going to do a harder version, and we're also going to do a version that is in another key that horn players call it in all the time. So the original key is in E minor. Horn players like to do it in the key of G minor. And we're going to do both. Okay, so we're going to do the key of E minor first. This is the original key it was written in, and this is a great key for guitar because we get to use some of our open strings. So let's do the easy version first. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn the melody, and then we'll learn the chords, and then we'll put it together. So the melody goes like this. You can remember where the melody starts because the first note of the melody is the key that it's in. So we're in the key of E minor. The first note of the melody is E, and it's going to sound like this. And now I'm playing the melody all on the first three strings, and that's so I have some room to put chords underneath. So we've got, and I'm going to get closer so I can show you that. Then the next phrase. Then the next phrase. So it's kind of the same shape as that last one, right? And then the last phrase of the A section. Okay, so let's put that all together now. 2, 3. Oh, it starts on beat 2. So 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. Now it's going to do all that again, but with a different ending. So check this out. 2, 3, 4, 1. So let me show you that last phrase. Okay, so now the whole A section. Here we go, starting on the E. Play it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 4. First ending. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Good. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, great. Now we're on to the B section. So that's the first phrase. It comes in on beats 3 and 4. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me show you that up close. sharp, E, F sharp, open B, F sharp. Next phrase. That's F sharp, E, F sharp, G. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's G, F sharp, G, A. And then we're going to do an octave jump from D, 3rd string, 7th fret, to the D on the 1st string, 10th fret. Okay? So let's review what we have so far. Now we're on to the next phrase. It comes in on 3/4. That's a diminished triad there. C diminished or A diminished. So we have a little chromatic note in there. I'll show you this up close. Okay, so after that, then we have okay. So that's C, B, and then E, A, G, F sharp, G, B, E. Great. So let me play the whole B section for you. Octave. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Fantastic. Okay. How about this? I'll play the whole melody now, up close and personal, so you can see it. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 1. Beautiful. Okay, really nice melody, right? So now let's get the chords. So what's going on harmonically? Well, if we play some big chords as if we were comping for somebody, comping is just accompanying someone. We play an A minor 7, maybe a D9, F major, or G major 6 or G major 7, and then major 7. This is a C major 9. This is a F half diminished, or F minor 7 flat 5. B7 to an E minor. Sometimes an E minor 6. Okay? And then it's going to do that again. A minor 7, D9, G major 6, C major 9, F half diminished, B7 flat 9, E minor, or E minor 6. Nice. And then we're on to the B section. F half diminished, B7 flat 9, E minor. Sometimes we'll put an E7 there to take us back to this A minor. A minor 7, D7, G major 7, C major 7. You might recognize those ones, yeah? F half diminished, F sharp half diminished, B7 flat 9. And then we're going to do this walk down from E minor 9. This is a E flat 9, D minor 9 to D flat 9, C major 9, B7 flat 9. Sometimes I'll put the F sharp half diminished before it, sometimes not. And then we're back to our E minor. And that's all the changes there. So I know it sounds like a lot of chords, right? It sounds like a ton of chords. But if you think about it in chunks of chords, that's going to make it much more simple. So let's look at the first 4 chords. A minor 7, D7, G major, C. That's a 2, 5, 1, 4 in the relative major, in the key of G major. The A chord, A minor, is the 2 chord. The D7 is the 5 chord. G is the 1 chord. C is the 4 chord. Now the F sharp half diminished would be the 7 chord in the key of G major, but we're going to think of it as the 2 chord of the E minor. So the F sharp half diminished, or minor 7 flat 5, is the 2 of E minor. The B7 is the 5 of E minor, and E minor, of course, is the 1 of E minor. So we have a 2, 5, 1, 4 in G major, and then 2, 5, 1 in the relative minor, E minor. And that's the whole A section. So 2, 5, 1 in the major, 2, 5, 1 in the minor, and that's it. Right? Not too hard to remember. And then the other thing in the B section, it changes the order that we do those 2, 5, 1s. So the minor one is first. That's the 2, 5, 1 to E minor. I'm playing an E minor 9 right now. I'll put a chord diagram right there. And then we have the 2, 5, 1 to the major. And then another 2, 5, 1 to the minor, but this time we're going to do this walk down. And that's kind of like a 3, 6, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1 to the C chord, but we can just think of it as like a walk down chromatic to the C, and then the B, and then back to E minor. Nice. Okay, so we got the basic chord changes, right? So we have an idea of what chords we're playing. Now let's get some voicings that have the melody notes on top, because that's going to be key in playing the melody and the chords at the same time. So dig this. Our first one, our A minor 7 is going to have this C on top. So we want to have an A minor 7 that has that C on top. We could play a stretchy one like that. But if we're playing with a bass player, this might be stepping on his toes a little bit. So let's play voicings that a bass player will have some room to play with us. So we got our melody. And we're going to play this voicing for A minor 7. And then that melody note sustains over the D7 chord. So we'll play a D7 like that. And then our G major 7 will have the B on top. And the C major 7 also has the B on top. So there's a C major 7. And then we've got, now this is our F sharp half diminished. Here's a voicing for F sharp half diminished. That has the A on top. And then here's our B7. This is a diminished 7 chord shape. But if we look at it in terms of what it means to the B that the bass player might be playing, this is the 5th, the flat 9, we've got the 3rd, and the 7th. So we have the 3rd and 7th. That makes it a B7 chord, but we've also got the flat 9 in there and the 5th. And then we can resolve to a E minor 9. Nice, right? So let me show you how that goes with the melody. Already sounds pretty good, right? And then our E minor, we can keep it on those, on the 4 strings that we were playing all the other chords on. There's a simple E minor triad. You could play E minor 6. E minor major 7. You can even play an E minor 7 sometimes. Sometimes they play it like that. Sometimes people play it like that. Okay, great. So we've got our A section. Now let's get our B section. So we have... So we need an F sharp half diminished chord that has the F sharp on top. So I'm playing the F sharp half diminished like this. And then our melody note goes to a B, so I'm taking this finger off to play the B. So sometimes I won't even play this C in there. I'll just do... and I'm just grabbing the 3rd and 7th, 7th and 3rd. To get to the B7, we just go like that. And we can put the C back in there, because that's, remember, the flat 9. We're playing that same diminished shape for that B7 chord. You can think of it like a diminished 7 chord based on the 3rd of the dominant chord that you want. So if you want a B7 with a flat 9, you make a diminished chord a D sharp diminished, because D sharp is the 3rd of B. Or you can think of it as the flat 9. You could make a diminished chord of the flat 9, which is C, which would be a half step up. The flat 9 is a half step up from the root. So if you have a B7 chord and you want it to be a flat 9, you can play the diminished chord of the flat 9, or the 3rd, or the 5th. Okay. There's our E minor. So we got with that A melody note on top. And then we have our octave jump. Back to our G major 7 again. And then we're going to have... Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So here's our F sharp half diminished. Another F sharp half diminished. And then our B7 that we did earlier. There's the E minor 9. Or actually, we did that. Yeah, let's do this one. This is a C major 9, 6-9 chord, but with no C. We're saving that for the bass player friend. There's our B7 again. Nice, right? So let's do the whole thing now. Okay, here we go. And that's the simple version. I know it seems complicated now, but these are important chords to know, because knowing the minor 7, major 7, dominant 7, minor 7 flat 5, which you have now from doing these, on strings 4, 3, and 2 are super important for being a guitar player. You're gonna find you use these all the time, especially when you're playing with a bass player. Okay, so as promised, we're gonna do a slightly more complicated version that is gonna be great for when you're playing alone, playing by yourself, and you don't have anybody else to accompany you. The melody will still be the same, but we might want to get some lower notes in there to since we don't have a bass player, right? So we'll get that low A. The open A works great. And then we have the rest of our A minor 7 chord here. And then we can make a D7 chord like this. You know, your regular D7 shape. We're just switching up the fingering so we can keep that C on top. Grabbing this low, this might be kind of stretchy. If it's too stretchy, you can always just do that one that we did earlier. But I'm grabbing the G, F sharp, and B down here, and then the B melody note on top. And then a C major 7 here. Again, it's a little bit of a stretch, more than a little bit. More than a little bit of a stretch. So don't put yourself in the hospital trying to do this. You can still do these guys up here. It still sounds good. Yeah, it doesn't sound bad. Okay. Now, for this, the F sharp half diminished, I want to grab this low F sharp here, but I can keep the top part of it. Not too stretchy, right? Still 1 finger per fret. And then we can grab the B7 like that. So now, so far, this is what we've got. I like this voicing for an E minor 9. Or E minor add 9. I guess there's no 7 in there, is there? You could even do... That's kind of nice too. Let's do this one, it's easier. There's the 7th, but I want the 3rd. Let's do that again. Now we can do the minor 7. That kind of sounds good there. And that goes nicely in. Okay, what happened there? There's our melody, and then I grab root, 7th, and 3rd, the essential tones of the F sharp half diminished. Same with the B7, root, 3rd, 7th this time. That kind of sounds nice. Or either way. And then we have that half diminished. We'll do it here. Yeah, nice. Okay. I think that should give you a good start on that version. Now, when you're playing with other people, especially horn players, and a lot of times other jazz musicians will call this tune, if you're going to a jam session or something, a lot of times people will call it in the key of G minor. So in the key of G minor, our first chord is a C minor. But remember, our melody starts on G, because we're in the key of G minor. Melody starts on the key that we're in, even though the first chord is not a G minor, it's a C minor. So we're going to do the same, we're going to play the melody the same exact way we did. Everything's just moved up a few frets, right? So instead of starting here on the E, we're starting 3 frets up on the G. Okay, great. So that's in the key of G minor, first chord C. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you got something out of it, please hit the like button, subscribe even, that would be great. And then I'll have many more videos like this showing you the basics of jazz, some more advanced stuff, and many more tunes. And hopefully I will see you soon.